That hurt. Hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about? It hurt a whole lot.
Dwayne Carter, aka Lil Wayne, with albums like 500 Degrees, The Carter 1 through 3, and many, many mixtapes that have left a mark in rap history. The New Orleans native came on the rap scene at the early age of 15, joining the rap label Cash Money Records with his debut album, The Block Is Hot, charting number 3 on Billboard's Top 200, selling over 200,000 copies the first week and going certified platinum. Wayne wouldn't stop from there, making songs with the hot rap group The Hot Boys, taking off with their second album, Guerrilla Warfare. The Hot Boys and Wayne would put New Orleans on the map, but that wasn't the end of Weezy's run. Dropping the Carter Trilogy, at the time, Wayne made classics upon classics, and even with his entire album was leaked, he did nothing but head back in the lab and still make a classic. But what set Wayne apart was his classic mixtapes, sampling classic beats and even rapping over beats of famous songs on The Drought, The Wayne Carter Collection, Dedication, No Ceilings, and many more. He even found one of the best rappers of this generation in Drake when he started his Young Money label, and arguably the greatest female rapper of all time, Nicki Minaj. So safe to say he had an eye for talent. Recently, Billboard named the artist the greatest pop star of this century, which is well deserved. But before I go any further in the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave anything in the comments if you haven't. And make sure you turn those notifications on for any new videos we have. So Caleb, after hearing Wayne be voted the greatest pop star of this generation, what are your thoughts on this and the career he's had in the rap game?
I think this was a very cool decision for them to make. I think Wayne, you can make this argument. I wouldn't necessarily call Wayne like the greatest artist of the generation, honestly. But I wouldn't be afraid for somebody to say that of the century. Like Wayne put out like really good work. I know you're a big Wayne fan.
You don't give a damn. You're goddamn right, brother.
I vibe with a lot of Wayne's tapes. Like Dedication's always good. Carter series has pretty much been good since like day one. Like Carter 1 through 4, like I bop with. I don't necessarily play 5 like that, but like Dedication 2, 3, like those are really good tapes for Wayne. So yeah, you can make this argument definitely. I think the bigger thing about this is, with the whole Super Bowl thing coming out and like having Kendrick Lamar like headline, I'm thinking like, wouldn't it be rightful for like to have like Wayne headliner because Louisiana, and this is just coming off of Wayne like being voted like the greatest star of this century. So I'm looking at it from the standpoint of Wayne's got all these accolades. You're not gonna have him headliner now. I understand like the beef that Kendrick and Drake got going on, and that'll kind of end it if he plays like Not Like Us at the Super Bowl because of the whole biggest Super Bowl shit that Drake and J. Cole had. But other than that, like I'm just looking at it from a standpoint, and I'm like, it's kind of set up for like Wayne to really to headline it. And who knows, like they may have like Kendrick Lamar have put like Wayne, even though they already had Kendrick at the Super Bowl like a couple years ago, like when they had like the all rap group. So it really doesn't make sense other than like, from the standpoint of like just to, add salt to the injury, with the Drake situation. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think Wayne's definitely deserving of, pop artist of the century. With his catalog he's put, he's been doing it since like late 90s. So Wayne has like a really, really good catalog, especially coming from like the group, all the tapes he's dropped. The sales definitely back it up. I think the Carter 3 did like 1 million first week. I know Carter 4 did like almost 1 million first week. So the sales back it up too. So, but I thought would have been interesting to have like Taylor Swift, Drake. I thought that would have been a bit more interesting. Those guys, in my opinion, I think they're a bit more polarizing with their fan base. Because these like Billboards magazines, they whenever they come out these lists, they're always trying to like look for clout. Like when they had Lauryn Hill's best album of all time, like it's a phenomenal album, but it's just trying to look to like derive like some attention, some talk around multiple fan bases. And I thought it would have been a bit more interesting to have Taylor Swift and Drake, some other artists like up there, like Adele, some other artists like Beyonce, to have that title. But otherwise, I think it's a cool pick for Wayne, for his career for sure, because Wayne is definitely top tier. he's like one of the top rappers of all time. Certainly top 10, just on like impact and stuff like that and greatness. Yeah, I think this is a great pick, and I can't blame him whatsoever. I think Wayne's a really, really great artist.
Yeah, man, Weezy fanatic right here. You know what I'm saying? Kind of hearing this, not gonna lie, I was a little surprised, at the fact that he is voted the greatest pop artist of the 21st century. Because, like Caleb said, Billboard does like to throw out, crazy takes and stuff, and that's kind of how a lot of these music rankings, they kind of just throw out, crazy things. So I wouldn't have been surprised if it was like Taylor Swift or Drake or anything like that. But as far as the 21st century, I mean, I ain't mad at it. The Carter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it's just great albums. And, the fact that he's done this since he was 15. I remember watching documentaries and stuff about the whole Hot Boys and things like that. And they legit had this kid. They had him coming straight from school right into the studio. So, I mean, he's kind of just same way as like Kobe being in the gym. I mean, he's a legend in the rap game, and it's well deserved. Even though I am also a Kendrick fan, and as of yesterday, Kendrick Lamar was named the Super Bowl halftime headliner in the Super Bowl this year, which is going to be in New Orleans. So Jay-Z, I don't know why you didn't think about rolling out Lil Wayne as the headliner. So I thought that was kind of crazy. And his reasoning was that Kendrick Lamar is a generational talent, which I understand, but Lil Wayne is too. And I'm pretty sure the city would have loved to see, their native represent for him. But hey, that's just my thoughts, man. But yeah, congratulations to Lil Wayne, greatest pop star of 21st century. I love it.
Well, I think that just like the beef, the beef kind of took over the entire rap year, honestly. Like, when you think of 2024, like in retrospect, going into 2025, you're gonna think of like the first thing you're gonna think of is the beef between like Drake and Kendrick. So, that beef has so much motion that I think that like, fans are still riding off that high. So, Jay-Z's looking at it like, having Kendrick Lamar headline it would, provide more exposure for a rap game. Because, Drake, Lil Wayne, he hasn't really been in the game as much recently. He really popped off in the 2000s, like decade, and like early 2010s. So, just looking off like trend wise and recent wise, I do understand that. But like, going for the Kendrick route, even though I think it would be hilarious if like Drake comes out there like on some WWE type writing, and like, Kendrick performing Not Like Us, and then Drake just comes out from like from the Raptors and just starts rapping. I think that'd be hilarious. Like, I'd be like lying, like dying in my seat. But I understand it from that perspective that like, Jay-Z would go that route. I wouldn't personally go there, but this is just to have people watching like during the halftime. Cause I believe most people will be watching like halftime show like if Kendrick is there, and like the whole mystique of the rap beef. Then like to have Lil Wayne perform, even though I guess in front of his native Louisiana. But bro, that's all I got today, and that's it.